Everybody, please give a big hand for Dan Friedman.
Keep going for air. You're hosting this thing up for kids. Give up for him. Clap for him. Well, good evening, OIT. How are we doing tonight, gang? All right, nice to be here. I'm happy to be in Oregon because I don't have to pump my own gas in this crappy ass weather. All right. That's a nice little law you got. I don't know. I kind of like that, but I don't like it because to me it takes the fun out of driving a car. I guess the best analogy I can come up with, it's like paying for a hooker and then watching her blow your best friend. You know, it's... all the intrinsic fun is lost. Cool to be here, man. Nice to be here. I live in LA. I've been living out there for a little bit. Lived in Ohio for a while. Had to do a bunch of LAs. Had to get a roommate, too. That was kind of weird, man, when I moved out there. Lived by myself for 10 years in Ohio. And had to get a female roommate. Guys, do yourself a big favor. If you're going to move in with a girl, make sure you're sleeping with her. Because if you're not, it's the same amount of bitching and you don't get any sex, okay? Just a little tip from Dan. It was kind of weird, too, man, because for like the first couple of weeks I'm living out there, every one of my buddies in Ohio is calling me back every day. Dude, have you seen her tits? Have you seen her tits? I'm like, no, but you can if you get on the internet because I hooked some shit up in her room. For $12.95, you can see them every day. This is my job, gang. This is what I do. I've been a comic for almost 14 years, been on stage over 1,000 times, been in a car for over 480,000 miles. The best part about my job, gang, the signs that greet you when you drive into states. I love this. Like when you would go into my old home state of Ohio, there's a big sign that says, "Welcome to Ohio, the heart of it all," right? I like the one they got when you go into Iowa. It says, "Welcome to Iowa, you make me smile." I think they should change that. I think they should change it to, "Welcome to Iowa, we got corn." Yeah, then you hit Nebraska, it should say, "So do we." I noticed you all got some snow out here tonight, man. I heard this. I was actually in North Dakota back in January because my career's taken off like that. And I'm hitting all the big spots. And heard this on the news. I'd never heard this before. I doubt you guys have ever heard this. Weatherman gets on the news. God is my witness. Never heard it before or since. He says, it's going to be so cold tomorrow, it's not going to snow. Yeah, you know it's cold when snow is hanging out in the clouds going, fuck it. Don't worry. Going on that shit, it's too cold. They got a great sign when you go into North Dakota, man. They got a big billboard, picture of a state trooper on it. It says, if you get caught bringing illegal drugs into North Dakota, you better plan on staying for a while. Yeah, I think the sign should read, if you get caught bringing illegal drugs into North Dakota, please bring extra and share, because there isn't shit to do up here. Right? So I'll tell you all about me. I'm an only child. You pretty much got two choices when you're growing up and you got free time as an only child. Talk to yourself or play with yourself. And needless to say, I communicate well and have a firm handshake. So, I think everybody should have a hobby and that one's free. So, no $5 cover there, man. It's different, man, because you don't get to play the same games that most kids do. For instance, when I was growing up in my backyard, I had a teeter. It's all right, the rest of you will get it on the way home. I'm not going to worry about it. I played all the cool games, man. Hide and stay, that was cool, that was fun. Tag's a bitch, I've been in it for like 32 years now. Family road trip's totally different. Do you have any idea how hard it is to draw an imaginary line in the backseat of a car, cross it, then beat the shit out of yourself? I don't like my birthday, I don't like holidays, I don't like any time of the year people give me presents. See, people think when you're an only child, you're spoiled, you get everything you want, right? The most given presents to me by my relatives growing up, board games. Yeah, bingo, like I had anybody to play them with, exactly. I looked real cute at the age of 8, I'd be running around the house, I want, I beat myself. My dad's at the top of the steps, you'll go blind doing that! Saying thanks was always fun, too. Thanks, Uncle Tom, appreciate that battleship and Twister, bing, bing, you know. Well, Twister's not bad, but the 8 proper spins, I can't blow myself. So, a couple of people going, shit, I'm going to write that down. That's a Christmas gift idea. But I love this job because I get to travel. I get to go everywhere and meet all kinds of interesting people. And I fell in love when I was traveling when I was a kid because my parents always took me on vacation with them because they didn't have to take a bunch of kids, you know. But they did weird stuff to me. Like before we would go somewhere, they'd take me to see a movie. So like the first time I'm going on an airplane, they take me to see Airport 77. All right, nobody's seen it, okay. First time I'm going on a cruise, they take me to see the Poseidon Adventure. All right, AMC fans, all right. But nothing beats the first time I'm going to the beach. They take me to see... No, they took me to see a fish called Wanda, but I appreciate y'all playing along. Definite A for effort. No, they took me to see Jaws, right? So there I am in my raft in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico the next day. I'm half asleep, minding my own business, right? My dad gets this real cute idea. Comes right up my ear and he starts going, da-da, 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 and with that, my mom grabs me and the raft and yanks me underwater. Now, not only is this the first time I officially swam in the Gulf of Mexico, but it is the first time I officially pissed and shit in the Gulf of Mexico. It was at that point I realized what that fishnet thing's for in your swim trunks. Of course, you think that's bad. Before we went whitewater rafting, they took me to see Deliverance. So, you know, that weekend, my dad asked me if I wanted bacon one day, and then he didn't see me for a week. So, I am Jewish, too, of the Hebrew persuasion. Both my parents do. Because, like, one of the most prevalent questions I get asked, do Jews celebrate Easter? And I want to clarify a fact here. Jews do, in fact, celebrate Easter. We just celebrate it on Monday because that's the day all the candy is half off, right? Who cares if the marshmallow peeps are a day old? They're $3 for $1. That's a deal. And I was actually in Tennessee last year at Hanukkah time, and not a large Jewish population in the South, gang. I got to tell you, one of the locals was kind enough to wish me a happy Chewbacca. What do you say back? You know? And a Merry Christmas to you too, Obi-Wan Cooter. If you like drinking beer, take note, man. Do we have beer drinkers here tonight? I know we got probably some people who are old enough to buy it, and some people who know people that are old enough to buy it in the room. If you're a beer drinker, take note. My people got a new beer coming out on the market. It's brewed in Los Angeles, California by Hasidic Jews. The beer is called Hebrew. I am not making the shit up. The only difference is when you open it, instead of it going, it goes, oi, oi, oi. And you open up the light beer and it goes, ugh. When you pour it, the head on it has a yarmulke. Okay, I lost a few of it with the yarmulke. So, are we excited about the holiday season, gang? Are we excited? Yeah, everybody gets, we're going home. And I like holidays, man. My favorite holiday when I was a little kid just ended not too long ago, Halloween. I loved Halloween, man. I remember one year for Halloween, I dressed up as Santa Claus. Now, how's that for irony? A Jew dressing up as a Christian on a pagan holiday. I'm glad you all got that joke, because I did that joke in Alabama a few months ago, man. Lady stands up and back and goes, well, what's a Jew? The best article, though, I've read about the holiday season, man, Memorial Day, this past year, back off the eastern seaboard, there was a little island with a beach on it, and somebody actually left an artificial leg at the beach. Let me say that again for those of you that don't see the intrinsic humor in that. They left their artificial leg at the beach. Okay, let me explain it to you this way. I partied pretty hard in my times. I've left a cell phone, a wallet, maybe even my left shoe somewhere. But how do you go from getting off of a boat like this to getting back on it like this and not noticing something in your day is just a little bit different? And you know, it was a guy hanging out with his guy buddies that left the leg because women would not let their friends leave an appendage at the beach. It just does not happen. They don't let their friends sleep with ugly guys, and they don't let them leave appendages laying around. It's a rule amongst women. You know, his buddies were just like on the boat, like, no, dude, don't say anything. We'll get him out in the water and swim in circles for hours. It'll be great. Yeah, then we'll get him to ski. It'll be awesome. Tell you what I enjoy about coming back out to this part of the country is you can smoke indoors, man. I like to smoke. Cigarette smokers, we got any of those in the room tonight? Sounds to me like I'm a fucking minority. He's Jewish and he's smokes. And you can't smoke anywhere in LA, man. You can't smoke in bars. You go to people's house, gotta go on the porch, go smoke on the porch, don't want the secondhand smoke. don't want the, but if you want to do a line of coke off my wife's tit in the middle of the living room in front of the kids, that's okay. Take your dirty, nasty cigarettes outside. I don't get it, man. Do you guys have the butt huts up here? You got the butt huts, you know what I'm talking about? We got them back east, you know, the little glad, they look like a bus stop, you know, you're out there like some wacky-ass zoo exhibit, freezing your ass off, smoking, they're bringing third-grade classes by. See them? They're smokers, they'll be dead soon, look at them. They'll be extinct, look at them. I just stand there smoking, touch my penis when they go by, that's what I do.